time, and I'm joined with the homie Peety Smooth right here, right now.
Hey,
What's good, man?
hey, hey. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. Long time coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. No
Long.
doubt. No doubt.
So, I like to tell stories on this show. So,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
I I like to talk about the first time I meet local artists because people know that I support local music, and I met a lot of awesome people like yourself. So the story is, I met
Mm-hmm.
you less than a year ago, Fire Entertainment. There's a
Yeah.
there's a dude who owns it by the name
Yeah.
of Big Zoe, who happens to be a longtime friend of mine. My parents and his parents are tight. Like
Okay.
they go way back, and we were co-workers for a job, and that was before Fire Entertainment. So you had an album release gathering for your
Right.
latest record, Big Body Music, and that was the first time that I've met you, seen you perform, and you performed some tracks off the record. I did purchase a copy of the record, and
Yeah.
as I told you the last time I seen you, Ye- Yellow Mellow Fellow, or Yellow. Oh, my bad. It's Yellow Mellow Yellow. I don't know why
Yeah.
I call it Yellow Mellow Fellow, but
You got it.
that's definitely my favorite track of that whole record.
Okay.
You're known for your beats. You
Mhm.
definitely got the beats that you play in your car. You turn the volume up. You put the window down, and you just vibing, man. Like
Right.
you got that soundtrack music, man. Like,
Yeah.
so let's talk about Big Body Music. It's been less than a year since
Okay.
it was officially released. What
Yeah.
was it like, recording this project? How you feel about it, man?
Well, this one was my fourth one I done, so I was sort of, I felt real comfortable. I was just enjoying life, just having fun. Really wasn't no pressure or nothing like that. It was just, you know, I come in, I made a beat, rap to it. Sounds good, cool. We just put it out. It wasn't like it was supposed to go any type of special way. It wasn't anything like that. It was just how it came out. It just came out pretty good.
And it feels like every few songs that I hear from local artists, it feels like every several songs I hear from artists,
Hmm.
it's a beat from you. Like when you need a beat, you go to a couple people. You go
Hmm.
to Mike Hero. You go
Yeah.
to um what's his name? The dude from Philly who came here.
Obvious.
Obvious,
Obvious.
yes.
Yeah.
And then there's Peety Smooth. Y'all like
Okay.
the three notable producers that I know
That's a
of.
cool.
That's
That's a cool thing.
so as a producer,
Hmm.
when you send beats for all the artists,
Hmm.
what's that process like when they reaching out to you for beats and
Hmm.
like being in the studio? Like what's the chemistry? What do you need from the artist to make them sound like, man, that sound real good? What do you need from the artist to have that PD smooth beat sounds good?
I don't know. Really, to be honest with you, people just hear stuff and buy what they've heard. I never, rarely have people come in and we actually work together. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there are a few occasions where where that's happened, and it's always came out really really good. And I think, to tell you the truth, I'd rather do it like that for real. That way you can get to know the person a little bit,
Hmm.
and fill them out, see what they're doing, how they, what they got going on, and then sort of mold it to them, to that. So I don't know. I mean, I just love making people happy, I guess.
Well, you got a lot of happy clients. I'll tell you that right now. And I will say this from a music
Mhm.
fan perspective. Um,
Mhm.
like way before technology is where it is now. I guess go back to the 1990s, for example. Like
Right.
you actually see an artist and a producer in the studio together, feed off
Mhm.
each other, you know, listen, hearing each other's ideas and things like that, and takes countless hours to
Mhm.
to make the music where it needs to be. Nowadays,
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna just send you an email, this beat, click, and then
Yeah.
you just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And like you said, man, like the whole conversate the connection towards an artist, physical presence and everything, just to and
Mhm.
to hear the beats and everything. Um,
Yeah.
and I've always wanted to ask this a question to a producer.
Mhm.
Have you ever sent a beat to a artist and you look back at it and say, man, I should have kept that for myself?
Every time, almost, man. Every time. For real. Almost every time. If I'm in there doing something, like for instance, Mike Hero, I made a beat. He came by one time and I was making a beat for him, and I started making it. And the more I started getting into it, I said, daggone it, I messed up. I should have kept this for myself. I wish he wasn't even in here. So I'm trying to play him a whole bunch of other beats to try to throw him off, and maybe he might like one of those. But he was like, nah, I want that one. I was like, you got me, you got me. So yeah, so that happens often. So now I'm just sort of, I'm not really around a lot of people when I create stuff. So normally, if I just start rapping or doing something to it immediately, I'll just go ahead and keep it. But I can't be stingy. You can't keep everything. So you know.
That is true. At the end of the day, either you're going to use the beat or someone else will. As long as it's being
Exactly.
used, then and being heard in the masses, that's pretty cool.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so, who are some local artists in particular that you
hmm
haven't had a chance to work with, but would like to work with one day?
Oh, I've been people a lot like Fred C, for instance. I really like his approach on life. It reminds me of younger me or something like that. So I really enjoy his stuff. The two cats, Walt and Tiny Simba. I don't know if he changed his
Oh,
name
Walt Trey Clay.
30 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, them. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He might have changed his name. He might be somebody else now, but he knows what I'm talking about. But
yeah.
I really, really, really enjoy them. Like their energy is super awesome. You know what I'm saying? You don't catch it too often, and they got good tracks. So I like that. I like to collab with them on the beat, and I don't know. I can't rap to all that uh, hyped up stuff. I really can't do all that. So I collab with them on a beat. I don't know, man. As far as new, it's really that's all I can really think of as new. Now somebody else might come to mind later, and I'll be mad because I didn't say it. But that's
I
all I can think of. Them two right there.
I definitely like Trey and I like Iggy as well. Like he goes by so many names these days. It's hard to keep up
Right.
what he calls himself these days. But hey, it's part of being an artist. Like you feel one way, you feel another the next day. Like uh,
Yeah.
but shout out to those fellas. Now,
Oh yeah.
from what I've been hearing, the
Mhm.
homie Grady, he's working on his next project. And
Right.
I believe you have been involved in there.
No, 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 not at all. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Him, and my homie Obvious. They're like
Yeah,
Zaytoven and Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? As far as the producer rapper
yeah,
duo. I mean, that type of good stuff comes out. Not necessarily that genre, but you know what I'm saying. But
yeah. I got you. I got you.
yeah, they belong together as far as like that's my homie, and I'd much rather him do with Obvious what they're doing. You know,
Yeah,
definitely. Because one thing about it, people get a little upset. Other producers get upset if they work with other ones and things like that. I don't care. I'd rather point you to a better direction. And see this is a better fit for you. than opposed to us doing stuff. I just want to see everybody win. That's all.
Cool, cool. So I heard this song you put out recently.
Hmm.
I definitely like the track. I like the beat as well. Let's
Hmm.
talk about this song you put out recently. What was it like recording it? How'd you feel about it? Like, let's talk about this song you put out recently.
I'm guessing you're talking about the Love Hurt song,
Yeah, Love
the
Hurts.
real
Yeah,
sad, the real sad one.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean that was a fairly true story. There wasn't really any make believe or anything, about it. So it came from a very dark place, probably years ago. So it was personal, but at the same time, I find that being the best type of music because not only you're not the only one that feels certain ways or see other people going through certain things. So a lot of people can relate to that. So I'm a big fan of feelings. Everybody's got certain genres, but a feeling when music and a song gives you a feeling, that's something that you can't never forget. So I'm more into that. But it was good. It was good. I think it worked out. I think a lot of people understood it. It was cool.
Love Hurts is the name of the new track from Peety Smooth. Make sure you give it a listen. It's on
Yeah,
SoundCloud right now. Give that a
yeah.
listen. For people that wants to hear your music, purchase it, etc. Why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links and how can people contact you for beats?
Okay. It's if you want to contact me for beats, first and foremost, which I would hope that you would, it's peetysmoothbeats.com. You just go there. I have a lot of a variety of different beats for you. I'm adding things as we speak. Um, you can hit me up on the Gmail, peetysmooth@gmail.com for anything. As far as the iTunes, the Peety Smooth, to get the big body music, you can go to Bandcamp to purchase all the other four that I have because I have four total CDs. So, you know, just Peety Smooth, just Google it, and I'm sure you'll go somewhere. It'll take you somewhere you need to go.
Awesome, man. I want to thank you for being on the show this evening. Truly
Yeah.
appreciate it. And all you local artists out there, you need to get that pretty smooth. If you're looking for those type of beats that's just gonna it's gonna make you feel real good and vibing
Yeah.
and just cool type of beats, laid back type of beats, uh,
Yeah.
and just talking in the background, whatever your album desires or whatever your music desires, you go holler at Peety Smooth. He'll hook you up, man. He got beats on top of beats.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Thank
No
you for
doubt.
your time, man. Continued success, and again, thanks for being on.
No doubt, man. I appreciate it. You take it easy now.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
All right, that was Peety Smooth.